I'm Jacob Lee.
And I'm Carol Lee. We would like to introduce you to the Ministry of Reaching Africa's Unreached, or RAU as we like to call it. We're operating here in northern Uganda, just a few kilometers south of the South Sudan border.
In August 2006, I started taking short-term trips to Uganda. I had heard about the northern part of Uganda, which had been traumatized by Joseph Kony and the Lord's Resistance Army for decades. My heart has always been drawn to preach the gospel where it has not been heard and to go to places most unreached by the gospel. Providentially, in Entebbe, Uganda, I was given the contact for a pastor in Moyo. In 2007, after Kony was chased out of Uganda, I took my first trip to Moyo and South Sudan. On one of the visits, it became very clear that pastoral training was the crucial need for the churches here. Most pastors in our area have had little to no biblical training. Going back and forth on short-term trips from 2006 to 2012 bore some fruit, but it was clear that in order to see fruit that remains, Carol and I needed to move here permanently.
As Jacob went back and forth, he was constantly convincing me and our home church that long-term, boots-on-the-ground commitment was what was needed. And graciously, the Lord was at work in my heart to help me let go of all of my American dreams so that I could participate with Jacob in this calling.
Carol and I moved to Fordia near Moyo in July 2013, and right away we began working with leaders from local churches, building leaders as we built a base of operation. Our primary goals include pastoral training and discipleship, resources, getting study Bibles and books to pastors and leaders, evangelism among our Madi neighbors and the unreached Aringa in Yumbi district. We use the module approach so leaders receive a systematic training, and we partner with local churches here and in America, as well as with ABWE. The goal is to bring the same group of leaders through a series of modules. To maximize teaching time, we host leaders at RAU for 5 to 10 days in what we call retreats.
In addition to the pastoral training, the leaders also receive agricultural training on our 26-acre demo farm. We've noticed as we've been here that most pastors cannot be supported by their churches. They're just too poor, and so they need an alternate means of livelihood. So we have seen that teaching farming as a business can be a great help to them. RAU has also done some work in Mercy Ministries in providing water wells or boreholes in 25 different remote locations of northern Uganda. We also provide educational sponsorships and also, in special cases, medical assistance.
Our primary areas of focus include the very remote Metu Mountains, Obungi Town and Yumbi District, which are both majority Muslim populations, also refugees that have come into our area, primarily from South Sudan as well as North Sudan. Our area hosts the largest refugee population in all of Africa.
As the ministry has grown and as Jacob and I are aging, we have prayed fervently for others to come and work together with us and also to continue the ministry into the future. You can imagine how happy we were to hear that 2 families are interested in joining us through ABWE.
We look forward to the Langworthys and to the Prices joining the RAU team.
Yes, they are an answer to our many fervent prayers, and we pray that you also will be convinced that it is an answer to our prayer as well.
Carol and I have been road builders. We have only just begun the work. We need generations of kingdom workers who can finish what has been started.
I am sure you're familiar with Matthew 9, where Jesus talks about the harvest being ready and the laborers are few. And that is so true for this part of the world. We are asking you fervently to please send the ones that are willing to go.
If you are interested in more information about the Ministry of Reaching Africa's Unreached, you can go to www.reachingafricasunreached.org.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.